Why do people only see what they want to see? How to escape confirmation bias. Gentlemen, have you ever confessed your feelings to a woman you were convinced was interested in you, only to be quickly rejected? Sometimes, people only see what they want to see, and interpret things in a way that is convenient for their beliefs. Such failures may be due to confirmation bias. Understanding confirmation bias can help you break free from self-centered assumptions and make more objective decisions. The psychology behind confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is the tendency to focus on information that supports one's beliefs or hypotheses, and ignore information that contradicts them. This bias was discovered in an experiment conducted in 1966 by cognitive psychologist Peter Cathcart-Wasson. Details, results, and conclusions of the experiment that discovered confirmation bias. The Wasson selection task, devised by Peter Cathcart-Wasson in 1966, is a famous logic puzzle for learning about deductive reasoning. In this experiment, 4 cards are placed on a table, with numbers written on one side and colors on the other. Participants are asked to select the cards they need to turn over to test the hypothesis that, if there is an even number on one side of a card, then the other side is red. As a result of the experiment, many subjects struggled with the task. In Wasson's research, less than 10% of subjects were able to arrive at the correct answer. However, it was found that when specific contexts were added, particularly those with a monitoring of social norms character, the task became easier to solve. The correct solution is to turn over the card with the number 8, an even number, and the brown card a color other than red. Logically, the hypothesis if there is an even number on one side of a card, then the other side is red can only be refuted when there is a card with an even number on one side and a non-red color on the other. Why confirmation bias was necessary for humans. When processing information, humans need to select and process necessary information from a vast amount of information. At this time, trying to process all information would take too long and be inefficient. Therefore, humans use preconceptions and hypotheses to make information processing more efficient. Confirmation bias is one of the means humans use to make information processing more efficient, and by readily accepting information that they believe is correct, they can save time and energy. In addition, confirmation bias allows humans to have confidence in what they believe and make decisions more easily. Furthermore, there are positive aspects to confirmation bias. By believing in themselves, people gain confidence in their actions and are more likely to achieve their goals. Also, having shared beliefs with others strengthens social connections and improves relationships. As mentioned above, confirmation bias was necessary for humans because it helped make information processing more efficient and had the advantages of reinforcing self-esteem and social connections. However, it is important to maintain a balance, as excessive confirmation bias can lead to problems such as accepting incorrect information. Situations prone to confirmation bias. Situations where people are more likely to be influenced by confirmation bias include the following. Previous successful experiences. When someone has had a successful experience in the past, they tend to hold on to the belief that similar results will follow. This means that they may become fixated on the successful method and be less receptive to new information or approaches. Biased information gathering. People may selectively gather information that supports their pre-existing beliefs and ignore information that contradicts them. This can reinforce the conviction that their beliefs are correct, making it more difficult to understand and accept alternative perspectives. Emotionally charged issues. When dealing with emotionally charged issues, people are more likely to have strong preconceptions and beliefs. For example, when faced with criticism of their thoughts or actions, they may be more inclined to argue rather than objectively consider the information. Group shared opinions. When opinions are shared within a group, people tend to interact more with those who hold similar views. This can strengthen their belief that their perspective is correct, making it harder to listen to different opinions. High cognitive load with complex information. When faced with complex information or problems, understanding and resolving them can be cognitively demanding. In such situations, people may be more inclined to rely on existing beliefs and thought patterns. To be as confirmation bias. Consider the following methods. Incorporate information from different perspectives and sources, as confirmation bias often results in biased information. Incorporating diverse perspectives and information sources can help you make more objective decisions. Question your own opposing opinions, since confirmation bias can make it difficult to recognize cognitive biases. It's important to question yourself. Consider why you've reached a certain conclusion, what evidence supports it, and whether there are alternative viewpoints or hypotheses. Delay conclusions by postponing decisions. You can gather more information and consider various perspectives. Taking time to make decisions also allows for more rational, less emotionally influenced thinking. Use objective data as confirmation bias often prioritizes subjective perspectives based on personal experiences and beliefs. Using objective data and statistics can help you make more objective decisions. Using these methods can help you to bias confirmation bias. However, it's important to remember that completely eliminating bias is difficult, so constantly questioning yourself and thinking carefully is essential. In conclusion, we've discussed confirmation bias, its psychological background, situations prone to confirmation bias, and methods for debiasing. While confirmation bias can strengthen self-esteem and social connections, it also carries the risk of accepting false information, making balance crucial. Methods to debias confirmation bias include incorporating information from different perspectives and sources, and questioning your own opposing opinions. Developing a habit of intentionally seeking contrary information without becoming too negative may also be beneficial.